Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick video regarding what settings I use. I'm going to be going through my settings in-game, my NVIDIA control panel, and how to make your game run faster and smoother. You want ping on, yes, that's very important. For my audio, English because I'm English, wow. Master volume, I have it 70, again. Audio is just all personal preference and what you have your headphones volume to, but the important thing is I have my dynamic range set to TV. This basically makes it so the overall sound is just in the middle, whereas hi-fi makes it so everything that is close to you is really loud and everything far away is really quiet. Night mode makes it so everything really far away is really loud and everything close to you is really quiet, and TV is just in between those two. So I set mine to TV. Display, you want to set it to the highest resolution, 1920 by 1080. Refresh rate, whatever your monitor is. I have a 144Hz monitor, so I set it to 144Hz. Aspect ratio, I've been trying 4:3 aspect ratio recently. It actually has been going really well for me. But I'd recommend, if you play 4:3 aspect ratio, I'd recommend you use a holographic sight, just because with the holographic sight, when you have 4:3, it makes the holographic like really big, so you can like see really clearly like what's going on inside. I just recommend 4:3 and holographic. Obviously a personal preference, but yeah. Field of view I have to the highest. I know some people run it at like 85, but me personally I have it at 90. For my graphics, now this is the important bit. Obviously this is personal preference, but texture quality I have this all the way down. Texture filtering I have this all the way up, but if your PC can't run it, and then you can have this on a linear, just for the best like FPS and the best performance. But me personally, I have it on the highest, and the reason I have this on the highest is because it makes my game look really like clean and sharp, and I just feel like it makes it easier to see people. Like when you have this down, like the edges of stuff like become a bit like blurry. But if I have it on high, everything is like really just sharp and it's really easy to see everyone. LOD, you want to have this on low. Shading, you want to have this on low. Shadow quality, make sure you have this on medium or high. I have mine on medium. If you have it on low, you can't see shadows. And you're probably thinking, why do we want shadows? Like, it will just make it harder to see everyone. Yes, that's true in some sense, but having shadow makes it so when people are walking around corners, you can see their shadow first before they walk around, so you can kind of pre-fire. So that's really important. Make sure you have shadow quality on medium. Reflection low, off. Yeah, anti-aliasing, you want to have this off. It just makes everything look clean and sharp and easier to see your enemies. For my controls, I have a 750 DPI. My mounts on my horizontal and vertical mouse is set at 7. My ADS is just set to 50. Mouse scroll enabled. Gadget deployment I have on standard. Drone deployment I have that on advanced. The reason I have gadget deployment on standard is because it's just faster and quicker to deploy. If you have it on advanced, it just means that you just have to keep spamming the same button, and that's not really good. So gadget deployment, have this on standard, it will make it really quick. Aim, hold, toggle, lean. Make sure you have your lean untoggled, just so you don't have to hold it and trying to click other buttons at the same time whilst leaning. Sprint, hold, crouch, toggle, prone, toggle, and walk on hold. Now for my keybinds, push to talk, control, these are not really all important, just your pinging. WASD, of course, lean left and right, Q and E. I know some people like to have their interact as E, but on this game, you don't really interact with much things. So I'd recommend you have your lean right to E. My crouch, I have it to my side button on my mouse. I just find it easier to like crouch spam and just right click and like shoot and crouch all at the same time. Prone, I have this on C. Walk, which just means like slow walk, I have this to Alt. Reload R. Interact I have on F, like I said. Melee I have that on B. My primary gadget I have on G. I don't have this to anything important, just because your primary gadget, you just place it down once and that's pretty much it. So I use another important key for other settings. Secondary gadget I have middle click. Deploy drone I have on 6 and enter. Observation tools I have on 5. I'm thinking of changing these two to something, but because this game has so many keybinds, I don't really know what to change it to. Like, there's not really anything. Like, all my keybinds are used for other stuff. Obviously this isn't my weapon swap, it's just, you know, scroll up and down. And that is pretty much all the important stuff. All this is just for like spectate mode and all that. So that's for my settings in game. I'm gonna go ahead and over to my NVIDIA control panel. So if you just want to come to your desktop, right click NVIDIA control panel. Obviously you can only do this if you do have a NVIDIA card. So if you don't, I am sorry, I can't help you there, but for the people that do, stick around. So you want to come to manage 3D settings in the top left. Go to program settings. And then here you'll have your games, like you have Overwatch, Minecraft, all that. You want to click on Rainbow Six Siege, but if it's not there, all you have to do is click add, and then all your games should be here. And if it's not, you can just go and browse and go to where your game is installed. So once you have Rainbow selected, you just want to pretty much copy everything I have. Vertical sync I have on, but hear me out, this is the only reason why I have it on. Is because I have G-Sync. If you don't have G-Sync set up, and then I'd say turn your vertical sync off. But if you have G-Sync, if your G-Sync is enabled, and then you want to turn your V-Sync on as well. But if you don't have G-Sync enabled, and then turn your vertical sync off. If that confuses you, I can make a separate video on that if you guys want me to. But that's pretty much that. Triple buffering went off. Threaded optimization, this doesn't really matter, you can just set it to auto. Quality, this is a really important one, make sure you have it to high performance. Negative LOD you want on allow. Texture filtering, you want this on. Shader cache, you want this on. Now don't just look at the word shader and think, oh, it's got something to do with what I mean on. Don't look at shader and think, oh, it's got something to do with shadows, I need to turn it off, because it's not actually anything to do with shadows. But you just want to have this on. This is just pretty much to do with your like CPU usage and just so that just gets rid of like stutters. So make sure you have that on. Power management, you want this maximum performance. Monitor technology, I have this on G-Sync, like I said, if you have G-Sync, and then just set it up. And that is pretty much this. All these anti-aliasings here I just have off. That's supposed to be off. Just have that all on off. That's pretty much it for the NVIDIA settings, and you just go ahead and click apply. Another thing you want to do as well is you can only do this while Rainbow is running. So make sure your Rainbow is running, and then you just want to right click your taskbar and open your task manager. And then once your task manager is open, you want to go to details and scroll down to where you find Rainbow. Make sure it's rainbow6.exe and not the rainbow6be. And then you want to right click on this and set priority to high. Sometimes your computer will automatically set it back down to normal, so just make sure you have this on high every time you run your game. This will pretty much just make it so your CPU will dedicate all its work to Rainbow while Rainbow is running, just so your Rainbow will run as smooth and will have the best FPS. So make sure you have that on high. So that's pretty much it, just for all the advanced settings. If there's anything else you want me to cover, and then let me know down in the comment section down below. I'm going to be making a future videos such as like advanced sensitivity guides. I'm going to be making a video on sensitivity. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, and then make sure to subscribe. And if you guys enjoyed this video, and then leave a like. And I hope you are all having a wonderful day. And as always, goodbye.